You can't talk. Yeah, her
I'm
doesn't
choosing
help.
Korra.
Her sip. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're
Manny.
not.
I'll be right
He's
back.
trying to, bro. It's the fact that we know he's trying to be petty, and we know he will never, never. It's the fact that Marieli said Manny. Are you serious,
All right, bro.
Manny? She
With
said
my
Manny.
chest, I'll tell you right now who I'm
She
choosing.
said Manny. She said Manny. You dead ass. No, you're lying. That boring ass show.
With my chest, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm
Bro,
choosing the Avatar.
period. Period.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try out to play Fortnite with
That's it.
1070 Ti. Yo, let me know if
Fuck
if
up.
it breaks back up. Manny, I'm telling you right now, this bitch Legend of Christ is fucking garbage. That
All right,
shit.
hold on, bro. First off, let me tell you right now, bro. Korra had the best villains. You cannot tell me that she didn't have good villains. Oh, you can't because you didn't watch the fucking show. All right, cool. Her villains, top tier. If Aang had those villains, crazy. So,
All right, okay. I haven't seen this show for a minute now.
uh-huh,
I'm gonna
uh-huh,
say I haven't seen
uh-huh.
this since I was young, right? But we're talking about the last Airbender.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry if I say her name wrong because I haven't seen it in a very long time. Is it Azura? Or was it
Azula.
Azula.
Azula? They're worse than her.
Worse.
They're worse than her.
Worse than
They're worse
Azula?
than her. They're worse than
Yes.
her and her sister.
Yes.
Pulling up.
Yes.
Get that.
Yes. They're worse than Azula.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Azula was a bad villain.
First off, Azula was my
I mean, she was the
favorite
one.
character throughout that whole
Manny,
goddamn show.
Manny, of course you like the toxic one.
Hell yeah, it's a trait. I'm sorry.
Wait, wait, wait,
That's
wait,
why I'm
wait, wait,
attracted
wait,
to
wait, guys,
Dominicans.
hold
It's a
on, hold on,
Hey,
problem.
guys,
hey,
hold
hey,
on,
we
So
don't
hold on.
gotta catch it straight.
Guys, guys, hold
you
on,
heard that?
Yeah.
hold on.
Come on
Guys,
now.
I have to speak Spanish for 3 minutes.
Oh,
Oh, go
brother.
ahead, do your thing.
Are you guys gonna speak Spanish with me for 3 minutes?
No.
Yeah, I'm not.
You guys are so
Yo, I'm not fake. I didn't put this on my stream. This was something that you put on your stream. I
Are you
support you. Go ahead, do your thing.
I'm so
But
sorry.
continue, you ever know what you saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You had a
No, no,
point.
no, go
You
ahead.
didn't finish making
Matter
it.
of fact, while you're at it on your stream, I just put something up for you. Go ahead, tell me what happened. Happened.
She's buying, she's wasting time, and I think
No, no, ahora yo puse 3 minutos. Ok, dime la pregunta. No, dime la pregunta, mamagüevo. Dime la pregunta.
Mamá huevo.
Dime la
Alright,
pregunta.
I would.
Ok.
you was
I
making
said
your
I would.
case
I didn't.
for Azula.
Oh, nah, Azul. Oh yeah. So thanks, because I'm slow as
Okay.
fuck.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So when it comes to Azula, bro, Azula fucking mind in that show, slowly deteriorating in that show. Yo, her character development to where she ended up, and then she also has more to her story that I'm pretty sure not many people have read, but there's definitely more to her story.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, Azula's an
Okay.
interesting ass character.
Yo entiendo que yo no vi.
That's what's up. I don't. So
Yo no vi. Yo no vi el show de Korra o Cora. Yo no sé si en español o en inglés,
no more
pero
light in the room.
yo no lo vi. Yo
Way too much
entiendo.
light in the room.
Pero con Azula, con ese show que el Avatar, él, tú sabes que a mucha de la gente le gustaron ese show, pero con ella no era la prota, pero ella era una persona que la gente le gustaron porque ella era las más horrible de toda la gente que estaban ahí, ¿verdad? Pero ella era horrible con emociones, con historia. No era que tú la viste y ella era alguien que estaba mal. Me supongo con la génera de Cora,
You
que
might
la
as well
gente,
have been speaking French to me this whole time. I promise you.
la génera de Cora, cuando nosotros bueno, yo no lo vi, pero me supongo cuando la gente lo estaba viendo, que tú sabes, ellos tenían gente que estaban a mal que era normal, porque me supongo que con la cosa entera, ellos tenían mucha gente, pero cuando vinieron con el Burner, ellos tenían una persona que era tremendo, Azula. Ella tenía el fuego que era azul
It's
y
really
ella
get
la persona
stomped.
que tenía que pelear, ¿verdad?
Like I'm gonna
Ella
be
era la
real with you.
persona que la gente no le gustaba, pero ella tenía una historia, un problema, emociones, todo era tremendo que ellos tenían que terminarla. Si ellos no lo terminaron a sola, ellos no iban a ganar. No importa si ellos ganaron su papá, su abuelo, su eterno, la prota no importa, porque ella es la persona que tú tenías que ganar para terminar el show entero.
So
Yo no soy loca porque yo
Yo,
lo estaba
wait,
viendo
wait,
así.
wait. So
end of
you're
the day,
saying, Azula was more malicious than Ozai?
Sí,
she was more deranged.
sí. Yo creo que una persona que era así es. Oh, fuck out of here. My Spanish ended.
Oh,
What
no
I'm saying is.
problem.
Thank you. Yo, I'm sorry. I didn't understand.
So what I'm saying is,
Picking up
I
on
didn't.
some of it
Okay. No, no, no.
She was
So what I'm
sapongoing a
saying
lot.
with, so I'm just gonna
a
repeat what I
lot.
said. So with Legend of Korra, I didn't watch it. I'm assuming because Manny said there was a lot of evil villains, right?
Good
There was a,
villains. Yo,
there was a lot
I'm
of evil
telling you.
people, right? All right, like, there's just a lot of evil people, right? Whatever. But
Hmm.
in the last Airbender, you have Azula, who's like one of the biggest villains, and when you think about her being a bigger villain, she's just a regular ass character. She's not even the main person you gotta beat. But she is so strong that she had to have her own point in the show, right? So
Hmm.
if you think about it, if you beat her daddy, at the end of the day, she is worse than him. She don't give a fuck about nobody because she's mentally, that bitch is crazy.
Now she was
She's fucked up.
relentless, and you
Yeah,
All
could
right.
that
So
bitch
tell
is
let
like
me let
crazy.
me
when.
She
let
don't
me
give
put
a
you on
fuck
real
if
quick.
she killed or what she did. She was wild.
Let me
I
put you
know
on real
that with
quick.
her dad, because he was the head, you gotta kill him. You gotta kill his shit in order to kind of end everything. But if, let's say, they didn't kill Azula and they killed her dad, right? Let's say they did that. Azula
Hmm.
would have been, she still would have been over her dad. She would have violated. You guys cannot say she would not have violated.
All right. So let me put you on real quick. Let me put you on real quick.
Yes.
Amon, the very first villain that they had in Korra, the very first villain,
Yeah.
will smoke Azula. And like I said, I love Azula, one of my favorite characters.
Mm-hmm.
Will smoke Azula. Matter of fact, I'll
You're
go
talking
on
about
to
the Legend of
say
Korra, right?
that yeah, I'm talking about Legend of Korra villain. I'll go on to say nah. I think Ozai will still be an issue.
I got them.
I'll
I
I'll
got them.
say I'll say this much. He'll give the main character, the main roster of people within that first. Matter of fact, I don't want to spoil it. Man, the show's been out forever.
Son,
He's the one who smoked Aang.
It's bound. Go ahead.
He smoked adult Aang.
Manny, I do not disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. The reason why I don't disagree with you is because we're talking about two generations. Legend of
Hmm.
Korra is ahead. That's like us saying
Massively ahead.
Toph.
And look,
That's like
I
saying Toph and her village and her peoples are greater than people in the last Airbender show. Of course they are. Them motherfuckers can bend metal. You cannot
yes.
put them. You cannot put
Yes,
them
that's
together.
why I continuously say the
But you
villains in
cannot put
Legend of
it
Korra
together.
were
No, no,
amazing.
I understand. I understand you're talking about the show. The show is better. But what I'm saying is you cannot compare
Hold
the
on. Whoa,
villains
whoa,
in that show
whoa, whoa,
with the
whoa,
last
whoa.
people.
I did not say the show was better. Did not say that.
My
Hold
fault, my
on.
fault, my
Hold
fault.
on. Hold
Oh,
on. Hold
okay.
your horses.
Manny, wait, 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 wait,
I'm
wait.
definitely
Manny, before you talk, can we go on Discord? Can we put like our faces on Discord?
yeah, we done with this?
how
We're
do I
just
do
we're
that?
just on Fortnite doing this, and I don't like that. Okay. Go ahead with your Legend of Korra, dusty ass, crappy ass audio.
That's crazy. All right, so I will say one thing. When it came to Cora's team, that was crazy. Um,
Chorus team is ass as fuck.
um, Cora's team was not ass. That's one. Um,
Compared to Avatar?
compared to Avatar's team,
Yeah.
all right. In comparison,
Because that's what we comparing
they're
it
ass.
to.
In comparison, yeah, they're kind of ass.
That's what
However,
I was saying.
they, however, they have done bigger feats. Where
Excuse me?
again, they have done bigger feats. And here's the thing: I get what you're saying. The nostalgia is always gonna kick in. I'm always gonna believe that Avatar is the better show. That's not in question here. That is the better show. What I said were the villains were completely better than what Avatar had to offer. And that's what made the show. Her villains
No,
really made her show crazy.
no,
But then that means that. But
no,
here's the thing: is that
no,
Avatar in itself, like the villains in Avatar: The Last Airbender, are not that great, right? Like we have fucking
Mm-mm,
Combustion Man,
mm-mm.
Azula throughout every book. Um, but the show was still fantastic. So are you saying that the only reason the show is great is because the villains were great?
Yep.
So then how does that make the show great if Avatar did
I,
not have the best villains but the show's fantastic and people even consider it an anime, but Korra is like, I need the villains to make the show great. But the characters in Avatar: The Last Airbender are fantastic and the villains are kind of ass.
so what was the original thing in question here?
okay, you cannot compare. Let's be clear here.
You
You
can't
cannot
compare because
compare. No,
it's oranges to oranges.
no, you cannot.
It's the
The
same thing.
Legend of Korra has what they had done in the past to be better. You cannot compare their villains compared to the villains that they had before. You cannot. You
You
cannot.
know why?
They
Because
are
they were
not.
better villains.
No, they are not as advanced as the villains they had for the Legend of Korra. Azula was more advanced than her own daddy. Like, let's just be clear. Like, she was advanced. She was crazy mentally,
And
and
it,
she was
and
crazy
that's a walk in the park
physically.
and that's a walk in the park in Korra's world. That lightning shit
Oh,
they turned it into a whole job. Like so that became a walk in the park and they wound up adapting and then the villain powers became even more astronomical to deal
so
with.
you cannot compare. If that's the case, then we can agree to disagree. We cannot compare it. We can't compare it. You cannot compare the beginning of it to the evolved version of what it was. You cannot compare it. It is, of course, it's gonna be greater, right?
And
That doesn't
perfected it.
that does not
You
exactly,
know what I
but
mean?
that's they're not better
And
than her.
then evolved it.
She she figured that shit out herself, which means she is superior to them. She taught it to them. So you
Yes.
cannot compare it. Azula was the one who learned the electrical shit. That bitch was shit
What?
the
So
whole
so
time.
so none of these people learned how to do any of these things?
You're forgetting Uncle
So
Iroh.
so you mean to tell me that that was just something that people could just randomly do now and they didn't have to learn that in the new
Exactly.
world?
I
She
think
learned it. I'm not saying she figured it out randomly. I'm
I
saying that's something that was just originated in their
I
generation.
think what
You
Yamila
cannot
is trying
accept
to
it.
say, I'm sorry, but Manny is about to play you crazy right now. I think what Yamila is trying to say is that the Avatar team learned their bending from the original masters of it, right? So
Period.
Toph learned from the original Earthbenders, Aang and Zuko learned from the original Firebenders. Aang is the master and has Appa, who is the master of airbending. He learned from all the masters, so they're kind of
Yeah, but
like,
even Aang got surpassed in that show. I'm sorry to cut you
by
off.
who?
Continue. Go ahead.
No, by who? Aang can take
Zaire.
away bending.
No, not that's Amon. That was the first villain. The first villain, all he did was use blood bending against people, and he was a one hell of a villain
Sorry.
because of his blood bending.
I almost fucking spilled this shit on me. You said all he did was blood bending? Oh, my fault.
Yeah.
Let me
As,
let me blood bend you right now, bitch. You wouldn't do shit. My fault.
nah,
Alright,
he used
do
blood
this shit
bending
on
in a
my
way
Bloodbending
that
fault.
is stupid as
he
fuck.
took away your bending
Alright.
skills. He blocked off your chi, and you couldn't bend anymore. He basically did what the Avatar did to
Right.
what's his name to
All right, but nobody else can do
and he
that.
wasn't the
Like, what the
Avatar.
fuck
But
is
that's the
all
thing.
right?
He
But
did that
nobody
as
else
a
can do
regular
that.
bender, and he did that as a regular bender, not the Avatar, and
But
took
he's
away
an
somebody else's bending
anomaly. He's
skills.
an anomaly. You cannot put him on some regular ass shit. It does not work.
No, that it wasn't an anomaly. They showed within the show how you can teach bloodbending to whatever waterbender as long as they have the skill
This
of
water,
waterbending.
this water bending ass bitch that she was in that show. What's her name again? I forgot the main chick. Sorry.
Katara.
Katara. Yeah, her dusty ass, basic ass, water bending, blood bending ass
With
bitch.
what?
She's like, I'm gonna get revenge. Uh,
Wait, now you're hating on Katara?
bas- no,
She went left.
Oh my god.
all I'm saying,
That is insane.
all I'm saying is, okay, Katara. None of them, they're great. What I'm saying is, you cannot compare Legend of Korra when they have a rap sheet of villains that are more exponentially greater and experienced than people who originally generated those um experiences. You know what I'm saying? You
All
cannot
I'm
do
saying,
that.
all I'm getting
You
at
can't
is
do that.
like Legend of Korra is not as trash as you may perceive it to be.
It's
Like
boring.
I'm not saying in comparison to the last Airbender that it's one of the better. No, is it entertaining? Yes, but as M pointed out, because I never said that she was wrong. If you saw, I never said she was wrong when she said what she said. The
Right.
villains are the reason why the show is good, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a great show. I didn't say that you was wrong, but the
No,
villains in
Benny.
that show
I
are
think
more than enough of the reason for me to even rewatch it. Cause
I
there
think
was
this
a lot of
conversation.
concepts. There was a lot of concepts within that last season that were amazing for that
Right.
show. And if you want
Right.
to talk about a lot of women empowerment, there was plenty of it within that show,
True.
within that last season.
True.
And
No.
just that alone within a show was brave enough.
Right. No, I'm not denying what you're saying. I just I don't think anything that we're saying is wrong. I feel like we're all in the same category. That is a separate show. It has its own funny moments just like The Last Airbender does. And it has its own empowerments just depending on its situation in the story. I just felt like the episodes that I had seen were a little more boring than the last Airbender. I never finished the Legend of Korra. I never did. But I'm not. I'm the thing is what I'm trying to say. It is not better than the last Airbender at all. That's what I'm trying to say. It is not better. It is nowhere near better. And if we're going into details about
It's definitely not better.
villains and we're talking into details about characters, I think The Last Airbender is very original. I think the history, I think the experience the characters have, I think they generated whatever the Legend of Korra had, and it just cannot be better. You have people who set the boundaries of your show. You
But I,
cannot be better than the people who set the boundaries of your show.
but here's
You
what
cannot.
I think is that I think you're giving Korra more hate because of the fact that we grew up on Avatar The Last Airbender. A lot of people did not give Korra a chance because they're like, our Avatar is Aang. Fuck Korra, right? So I think you're being a little too harsh on Korra without even having seen a completed season of it.
No, I watched enough of it to know that it was
But you
boring.
didn't complete it.
Right.
You can't complete something you didn't like. I did not like it. I'm sorry.
Maybe it was a slow start for
I,
How do you
I
you.
know if you
can't
do or
force
do
it.
not like something?
I can't force it. I watched it. I just did not like
How
it.
many
I can't.
episodes?
I even saw clips. I no, it was within the first season.
Oh, okay.
It was within the first. I saw it a long time ago. I'm sorry. I can't
Yeah.
say right now, but I saw it a while ago. But even like I'm talking about like so I had seen. I don't know for some reason on my YouTube a lot of the last Airbender clips showed up,
Hmm.
but also the Legend of Korra. So even when I had seen the clips, the last Airbender was just obviously it's nostalgic because I had seen it before, but they were just so much better. I saw the Legend of Korra, and some of it was funny. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying that it's bad. It's funny in situations because they're the same. They're the same illustrators. But what I'm saying is, it's just not me. It's they just don't. They're not in the same level. I'm not saying I didn't finish it, so I can't say the whole shit is awful. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not saying the whole shit is awful. But what I had seen, it was boring. I'm sorry.
Wait.
What me personally, what I had seen, it was boring. I couldn't finish it. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
All right. I'm not
I
gonna
couldn't.
deny. I'm not gonna deny that the first season wasn't the greatest. I mean,
Okay.
Amon was a great villain on his own, but the story leading up to it was more of the introduction, and the introduction sucked. I'm not gonna
Okay.
sit here and lie about that.
Okay.
Season two is where it picked up way more. Learning about different bending skills within bending,
Yeah.
and the seriousness within how those bending skills can be used in the wrong way. And when like, all right, so fuck it. I'm not gonna sit here and convince you to watch it. I'm just gonna tell you there was elite elements within each bending style. Zaire was the airbender. He had a girlfriend. She was the waterbender. He had two other accomplices, and I obviously can tell one was a firebender. The other one was a earthbender. Excuse me, the firebender was actually Zaire's girlfriend.
Yeah.
She was a combustion man all over again. That's what she was. That was the concentration of firebending is the combustion.
Okay.
So she had that. She had that. She was
Yeah.
very skilled, way more skilled than the first combustion man that we saw. The one who controlled water, she had no arms. She had no arms.
I want y'all to
She
know
had no arms and
I
just
didn't see that. That's
controlled.
actually kind of, that sounds good.
he's
That's
And
high,
kind of lit.
she
she's
had
drunk.
water for her limbs and controlled it and turned it into what she wanted to turn it into. She
That's
was
lit.
nasty with
That's
it.
lit.
She was
That's lit.
fire.
That's lit. That's lit. You're right.
The Earthbender made me love Earthbending way more than I ever realized. Yo, when I tell
Okay.
you that Earthbending is elite because of that show, it is elite.
Yeah.
Earthbenders, okay, yeah, I know. And so,
What the fuck? Listen, you
Nothing. No, I'm not gonna lie, Manny.
okay.
No, I think that's actually super cool. I did not know that. I didn't know there was somebody who was actually like limbed and did use what. That's actually really
no,
cool.
listen. I just want to say you cannot say that about the Earthbenders and Avatar: The Last Airbender because they did them so dirty.
No, they did not.
They
Yeah,
did.
No, they
well,
did
hold
not.
on.
Oh,
No, hold
No,
come
on,
they
hold
did
on,
on.
not.
Hold
They
on,
Manny.
did
hold on,
not.
hold
They
on,
gave
hold on,
them
hold on, hold
lava
on, hold on,
bending.
hold on, hold on. Hold
Manny,
on, let me
come
say
No,
this.
they
on.
gave
Nah,
them. They gave
hold
them. They
on,
gave them
hold
lava
on,
bending and
hold
combat,
Manny,
on,
bro.
they
hold
did them
on, hold
dirty,
on.
Manny. Come
In
on.
Go
Avatar:
ahead.
The
Do
Last
you?
Airbender, did
Come
we not
on.
see every time an Earthbender stepped on the screen, they got bodied every fucking time? It's
Every
like, bro,
time.
do you even know how to bend?
The
Like, go
only
Okay.
sit.
time
Oh,
that
you talking
no
about
wait, the
Yeah, that
airbender?
not
only
because that's
Okay,
a
I
time
think you're talking about Korra. I was about to
nah,
say,
nah,
yo,
nah. I'm saying because
no,
no,
the
because
last
you
bending was
said
the
I'm
the
airbender.
last airbender, they got smoked
Yeah,
every
every
yeah,
time
yeah,
because
yeah,
you
yeah.
said that they made that Korra show made you love earthbending. You cannot. You have to be more like nicer to Avatar ever there because they was doing them fucking dirty. I could have sworn
I,
they was weak as fuck unless Toph stepped on the scene.
I'm about to look up
and that
some
was the
shit, guys. Hold on.
that was that was the thing too. Like when it came down to Korra, earthbending was fire. Like earthbending was fire. I'm not. You talking about you can metal bend, you
Yeah.
can earth bend, you can lava bend. Like what? They gave him an element that you can control magma.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro.
Okay, so let's move on to the next category, guys, because we could be here talking about this shit all day.